crazy, man. And to go back to the comment you made earlier about how Diddy, he'll tell you and Cassie what to do. Would that turn you off? You being in your groove, you smashing her, and you got Diddy in your ear telling you what to do, telling you to stop, do this, do that. I mean, would that turn you off?
It was a hell of a turnoff, bro. It was annoying. It was incredibly frustrating. In the beginning, Cassie was kind of cool with it. She was compliant, but what really happened and what really caused a lot of the fights in the end is him doing exactly what you just said. Like, let's say she was at the point of climax. Diddy was a savage. Diddy would see her about to come and be like, stop now. And she'd be like, why? Why? He's like, stop now, come in the room, just to make her wait till she gets the orgasm. And I guess this was at the point where she was finally getting tired of him, wanting to assert herself as a woman, wanting to assert her independence in the relationship. So she started arguing back, saying, no, like, I thought he was here for me. Why are you doing this if he's here for me? Like, imagine how this is. Diddy's a billionaire, Cassie's a supermodel, and they're arguing over who you're there to sexually please, even though you're only sleeping with the woman. Like, I'm gonna be honest, it blew my ego up. I'm like, yo, this guy is 50 million times richer than me. And he's sitting here arguing with his girl because she's mad. He's stopping her from letting me come. I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? So that, like, it was a crazy situation. It was.
And if I'm not mistaken, you went off on Diddy before, right? After he asked you where you get.
Yes. And it's funny because ever since I came out on social media, a lot of the male escorts have contacted me. One actually contacted me today, but I promised them I wouldn't divulge his name. I think I was telling you about it before we started this interview.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
behind the scenes, yeah.
yeah, and he reminded me of the time Diddy was gonna fight me during a freak off. He's like, "Yo, bro, remember when I told you it was Diddy and you was looking at him and he was like, why you looking at my face?" And you was like, "Yo, bro, I ain't looking at you." And me and him was going to fight in this encounter. I totally forgot about it. But bro remembered it. He said, yo, I knew you was official when you balked on him like that and you was going to fight him. Like, the only reason me and Diddy didn't fight during this encounter, I swear to you, was because Cassie jumped in the middle of us and said, babe, he's not staring at you. But Diddy thought I recognized him because at the time I didn't know who he was. So he got like crazy, like, yo, why you staring at me? You recognize me? And I'm like, dude, I don't even recognize you. I don't know who the hell you are. I didn't find out who he was till after the encounter, you know what I'm saying? So to talk about the time that he and I were gonna actually like get into it. This was well, he asked me if I was gay, excuse me. So I go meet him in Miami. And like the routine for a freak off when I came in was I had to strip. They didn't want me to have my clothes, my phone, nothing, because they were afraid I would take pictures or do something to them, whatever. So I had to give up my clothes when I came in. It was not an option. Give up your clothes and your phone, that's it. So they kind of programmed me that as soon as I would get to them, like walking these streets, I would strip. The suites, I would just strip. So I stripped, and I remember specifically this time, like Diddy was on it. He was high out of his face, bro. Like, yo, you could literally see this guy's eyes rolling in his head. He was so high. Pupils dilated. He's sweating. So it was a kind of a crazy encounter. This encounter, I remember they were in like this beautiful suite in the SLS Hotel on Collins Avenue in Miami. It overlooked like the whole Miami beach. It was gorgeous. So Cassie takes me outside. I'm like buck naked. She's buck naked. We got all of this baby oil on us. So it's a sight to see two incredibly in shape people out on a hotel balcony like that. Cassie's like, yo, let's go inside. If paparazzi sees us like this, we're done. Good point. We go inside. She tells me she's gonna go in the bedroom to finish getting ready. Diddy stays in the living room area with me. He rolls up a joint. He offers me some of the joint. We sitting there as men just talking, shooting the shit. He says, yo, bro, so what you want to do with yourself and stuff like that? So I start telling him about my life, my goals, my aspirations, things I'm into. And he's just listening to me real intent the whole time. So, yo, bro, out of nowhere, he says, so I'm looking at him. I was like, what? And he says, nothing, nothing, nothing. I said, what? He says, nothing. I say, yo, bro, man, like, what do you want to say? Just say it. Don't do that. Don't say something and then pull it back. Like, what was you going to say? So dude looks at me and he's like, yo, are you gay anyway? So I kind of looked at him and I was like, where the hell would you get that from? And he was like, I'm just saying. I said, nah, like, bro, where would you get that from? Look how I'm smashing your chick. Have I ever looked at you in any way like I want to smash you? Where the hell did that question come from? So I'm going to be honest. I got offended. I started saying, yo, what you want, some mook shit, bro? Like, what type of shit is you? Like, this is why you be asking me to stay here naked? You really like you want me to sleep with you? So I start challenging him on it. Cassie hears the argument. She comes out. She's like, yo, what's wrong? I say, yo, this fool ass nigga, just excuse my language. I'm like, yo, this fool just asked me if I'm gay. Like, what's up with him? So she breaks out laughing. You know, now I can see he's getting tight. But bro, I ain't letting up because you don't do nothing like that to a heterosexual man and think I'm just supposed to drop it. So I'm like, yo, bro, what's up? Why would you even ask me? Like, I'm saying, yo, I'm gonna leave. I'm not with that. I'm not comfortable with that, bro. I kind of feel like you just propositioned me. I was gonna leave. He gets up. He goes in the master suite. He comes out. He tosses me a wad of money. Says, shut up. I took the money from him paying me with wads of money for years. It was like $5,000. Yo, bro, I didn't need to be told to shut up again. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I needed. You gave me 5 cash to shut up, stop calling you gay. No problem. That was pretty much it. But it got crazier because when we go into the suite, like to start the encounter, like dude is still on it. He's still real high, like on it. So he kind of instructs me and Cassie to start the freak off with the soft play. He's sitting on a couch like I'm sitting on now. The bed is in front of me like your monitor is, and let's say I'm off to the side, like positioned so he can see me and Cassie at an angle. But he has me like stroking myself so he can watch me stroke myself. And yo, that used to be so uncomfortable, bro. With this man sitting here watching me stroke my penis. It used to take everything in my power to ignore him. And that's the truth of why I started taking the drugs. The drugs would help me focus on Cassie and not be so like alert to the fact of what Diddy was doing, you know, because it's not comfortable. Um, in any event, he comes out maybe 3 or 4 minutes into this and he says, wait, I want to eat her out. Now, I had been seeing Cassie at this time, I want to say maybe 5 or 6 years. I never saw Diddy eat her out. Never. No, he actually stopped me from trying to eat her out because I'm gonna be honest. She's a beautiful girl. You on them type of drugs, you sexing like that, shorty gonna get the work. So there was times I used to try to like go down on her, and they would be like, "No, stop, don't do that, don't do that." And I'm wondering to myself like, why they stopping me? You know what I'm saying? But I realize now they probably was stopping me so my mouth didn't turn inside out from all of the stuff she was doing behind my back. You know what I'm saying? Um. Anyway, Diddy jumps up, he like goes down like he's gonna eat her out. But the funny part is he tells me to continue standing there masturbating. So I thought that was weird because like you on top of her, why should I? So I'm like, all right. But as I'm sitting there masturbating, he's like directing his anus like right in my view. So I really can't see Cassie. I can only see his anus. Now, as a heterosexual man, immediately that's like, whoa, I move out the direction. I don't want to see that. He shifts to the other side. I move back to one side. He shifts there. I move back to this side. He shifts there again. So now I'm like, yo, bro, what the hell are you doing? Why you keep moving? That caught him. He's like, yo, my fault, because I guess he didn't expect me to come at him like that so aggressively. I'm like, yo, bro, you in the way. You blocking the damn scenery. You making me soft, bro. You got to stay in one place. If you want me to keep looking at her, fine, but you got to stay in one place. Stop blocking my view. Yo, he was messed up. He was like, oh, my bad. So he gets up, he gets back in the chair like the chair I'm sitting in, and he basically just like gives me and Cassie the green light to start the freak off. Again, bro, she's a beautiful woman. She says like this, bro, I run over there, try to jump in the vagina. Boom, let me get some. So now when I do this, me and her start messing around, and all of a sudden he says, stop. We stop in mid stroke. He says, yo, give us a couple minutes. Like he kicks me out while I'm having sex with her. He kicks me out the room. Um, I'm like ready to go. I'm not even gonna lie. I think I went in the corner and tried to satisfy myself. Shorty had me so horny. And she came out and actually caught me. So she catches me and she's like, yo, he wants you to leave right now, but you can come back. And I'm like, yo, why he get so mad? And all I remember she said to me is like, yo, you passed. I said, what does that mean? She said, don't worry about it. You passed. She gave me the biggest hug I think she ever gave me in the entire all the encounters I had. She's like, yo, you passed. Yo, you're dope. You passed. I'll talk to you later. I'm like, all right, cool. So I leave. I don't hear from them for maybe 10 hours. But they did call me back that night and we had the encounter. But the whole time, Diddy was weird. Like he didn't talk to me. He didn't say nothing. He didn't look in my direction. He was like super weird the rest of the night.
Take me through the moment when you found out that Diddy was behind the mask. I know you told me earlier that you had a few freakouts before you knew it was him.
Yeah. The first gentleman who testified during the trial, Daniel Phillip, He's actually the person who told me that it was Diddy because I didn't know. Like once I won this like sexathon that Diddy and Cassie self-described between me and him, he was a smart man. He was like, yo, I ain't gonna make an enemy out of the dude who might have just replaced me. Cause I think they gave him like $700 this encounter. They gave me like 8,000. You know what I'm saying? Because he failed. He couldn't keep it up. So they gave him like a little consolation prize, a couple $100. They gave me like 8 bands. So he takes my number. I'm like, I'm friendly. I'm cool. I'm like, all right, whatever. He calls me maybe a week and a half too late as he wants to get up in Times Square, Manhattan. I'm like, all right, bet. I didn't really know him like that. I thought he might have been feeling away, thinking I took his job. So I didn't go alone. I went with the homie. I'm like, yo, bro, I just need you to come with me to the city real quick. I don't know what I'm walking into, but hold it down. It should be regular, but you're just gonna hold me down. All right. So me and dude meet. I think we met on Times Square on the east in Times Square on the east side at the bowling alley, Lucky Stripes. And as we all like having a dinner, looking for girls, because we single men, this is what we doing. We out talking, but we also looking for females. So we sitting there with these Chinese girls, and he was like, "Yo, man, like me and you we could do stuff because we got Cassie, we got Diddy." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he was like, "Diddy and Cassie." I'm like, "What about them? What about Diddy?" He said, "Dude, that's Diddy in the room." I said, "No, it ain't. Get out of here." He was like, "Are you serious?" He said, "Yo, you really don't know that's Diddy?" I was like, "No, bro, that's not Diddy." The man starts breaking it down to me. He's like, "Yo, you didn't never see the tattoos? Why you think his hair is covered like that?" And he starts educating me on the fact that the woman I've been sleeping with for the last year and a half, 2 years is Cassie. You can imagine how shocked I was when I realized that he was telling the truth and this was Diddy and Cassie. I'm like, oh crap. How did you not recognize who these people was? So I think I didn't see Cassie again for maybe, I want to say a month, maybe 3, 4 weeks. And the next time I saw it, it was crazy because I remember when I walked into the room, I'm holding my iPhone and some baby oil she told me to pick up on the way up. And I accidentally hit the flashlight icon on my iPhone, so the light came on. Shorty spazzes on me. Yo, why would you take a picture of me? What are you doing? It kind of reminds me of the TMZ video where you hear her cursing out the guy because she's scared that the freak off videos are going to be seen. Like, I've met that Cassie. I've met that Cassie when she thought I took a picture or a video of her. Yo, why would you do that? She runs in the room to get Diddy. Diddy come out on his Diddy gangster crap. Like, yo, bro, let me see your phone. No, you're not getting my phone, bro. I told her I ain't take no picture of her. I known y'all for a long time. I don't gotta lie to you about, you know what I'm saying, taking no picture of Shorty. I told you I ain't take no picture. You're not getting my phone. He says, yo, bro, if you don't give me that phone, I said, what? If I don't give you the phone, what? I already know you Diddy and I know she Cassie. What you worried about that, bro? I know him forever. I lied. Soon as I said that, that stopped them. They looked at each other. They walked back in the master suite. I want to say maybe 20 minutes later, Cassie came out without the wig. Diddy came out without the shirt on, and they was like, yo, bro, you know what? You trustworthy. You've been with us for a minute, so why hide anymore? And Diddy's a visual guy, so he likes to create scenes. He likes to create moments. So I remember dude walked to this front window of the London hotel, like the whole window was glass, and he opens the drapes so the light come in. Now you see Cassie in the sunlight looking all good with the shot, the shaved head. Yo, bro, I'm not gonna lie, that was a sight. To see that woman in person looking like that, she's an amazingly beautiful woman. So this is how I finally got to see who they was and where the freak off started off with no mask and no cover.